Sarah is having a party with 30 people. She has 2.5 large pizzas at the party. She gives equal amounts of pizza to each person. What fraction of a pizza does each person have? Okay, so this girl Sarah must be popular. She's got 30 people going to a party. She might also be cheap because she only bought 2.5 large pizzas. She gives equal amounts of pizza to each person. What fraction of a pizza does each person get? So a couple things I notice. First thing, I notice a fraction and another number. One of the units with the 30, call out what's the unit? People is correct. For 2.5, what's the unit? It's pizza. If you have different units, what strategy, and I want you to make sure you write this down, if you have different units, what strategy should you be using? Call it out if you know it. It is a ratio table. In addition to that, you could have known to use a ratio table simply because there was P in the problem. And my P clearly has water in it because it's blue. And every time you P, you put the number 1 afterwards, so I want to see you write that down now. And then you make a ratio table. The two things, we just called them out, were people and pizza. And the question said that 30 people were sharing 2.5 pizzas. What fraction of a pizza does each one person, so the 1 should go under people, and the N should go under pizza, because we don't know the fraction of the pizza does each one person get. There are a couple ways to solve this problem, but I'm going to be using a ratio table. 30 times N equals 1 times 2.5. So I'm going to write it down exactly as I just said it. 30 times N equals 1 times 2.5. 1 times 2.5 is obviously 2.5. This is the part where a number of people messed up. To solve this, recopy the N, recopy the 2.5, and this is division. A lot of people wrote 30 divided by 2.5 when you are supposed to do 2.5 divided by 30. Yes, to solve this you'll use keep, switch, flip, but first we need to crank. So this will be 5/2. I'm just going to recopy the rest and make this look like a fraction as well, 30/1. Now I can keep 5/2, switch the division to what sign? Call it out. Multiplication is right, and I will flip 30/1 to make it 1/30. I'm very close to being done now. If I shoot across, I get 5/60. And then I look at my answer choices and I don't actually see 5/60. So that tells me I probably need to do what to 5/60? Call it out if you know it. And reducing by 5 will give you the correct answer. 1 on the top, and then if you roll your 5s all the way up to 60, I can promise you that you will get 1/12, which means choice A was correct. The answer was 1/12. And once again, just take your time with the ratio table and make sure the fractions are in and the whole numbers are in the correct order.